on Your Side Weather Deck is sponsored by Montel Construction, your home team.
5:15 on the clock this morning, taking a live look over the weather deck where thunderstorms are expected. As we head throughout the day today, scattered chances continue all the way until 3 o'clock this afternoon, with some periods of time indicating a higher threat for severe weather than others. We need to delve into things here. Let's start off with our weather ball. It is currently blinking blue as we have cooler temperatures in view and rounds of rain in sight.
The 13 on Your Side weather ball, sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse.
Broader picture of our satellite and radar shows off a low pressure system that's working its way through West Michigan. First round is going to be that warm front that tracks through. Along the warm frontal boundary are some weaker thunderstorms right now sitting over Lake Michigan, traveling to the north and east at about 40 miles per hour. And then it's going to be in this little sweet spot right here behind the warm front where the air has a lot of moisture to it, a lot of warmth to it, tends to fuel those storms, and then out ahead of that colliding air mass of the cold front. That's where I expect to see the potential for some severe weather today. The good news is that that threat does remain relatively limited for us here in West Michigan. Satellite and radar showing that this batch of storms right here, that's where I expect us to get some of our strength from. But this batch right now that's moving over Lake Michigan does currently have thunder and lightning associated with it, potentially even some pea-sized hail. It's working off to the north and east. Those of you in Muskegon, you probably have about another 25 to 30 minutes before you see the onset of a heavy burst of rain and that thunder and lightning. But again, that storm is not currently severe. It's this pocket right here, southern portions of Kent County through Ionia County, Berry County, down through Battle Creek and Kalamazoo. That is where I expect the most energy to be present today in terms of storms, and that's also where we're not seeing a lot of activity this morning. Those storms that are working over Lake Michigan right now, not going to touch those areas, which means we kind of have this untapped environment all the way until around noon today for those areas, which can cause storms to be stronger. That's where I expect the highest threat for severe weather. Right around lunchtime, that's where we start to see the onset of thunderstorms, pretty scattered in nature, broken along that cold frontal boundary until about 2 p.m. where they start to form in a little bit more of a line. I do think that those Saginaw, Flint, stretching through Lansing and over into the Metro Detroit region do have a stronger threat for potentially a spin-up tornado, while our threat remains mainly strong damaging winds, still a low-end concern for a spin-up tornado in that southern pocket. But everybody else, it's going to be heavy bursts of rain, frequent thunder, lightning, as well as that wind threat, maybe some hail as well. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's when I want you to make sure you've got your phone weather notifications turned on. If a severe thunderstorm warning is issued, you stay indoors until that issuance is passed. And then as we head throughout the overnight hours tonight and into tomorrow morning, things do get much quieter. It will be dry for the first half of our Thursday, and then another round of just run-of-the-mill rainfall works through Thursday night, wrapping up by Friday morning, and we will be back underneath sunny conditions. So this is a short-lived batch of potential severe weather, and by the time you hit 3 o'clock this afternoon, you can let your guard down. Lakeshore communities today, upper 60s expected for Holland and Muskegon. Northern zone today topping out in the mid to upper 60s, and southern zone upper 60s to low 70s. Breezy conditions all day long, and with those thunderstorms coupled in, that's where we could start to reach 58 plus mile per hour wind gusts. The rest of your 13 on Your Side 10-day forecast. Cooler temperatures are in sight after this system works through, dropping us back down into the 40s and 50s.